Hi guys, welcome to your ancestor guidance readings for this week. I'm just doing an intro that I'm going to have at the beginning of each video so I don't have to repeat this 12 times for everyone, and then I can get everything in that I need and not forget for one sign and remember for another. So when we get into the ancestor guidance, I actually have 4 decks. I have 3 oracle decks and a tarot deck that I'm going to use to tap into their energy, probably pulling out past life information about them to help you to connect with this ancestor. So because I'm saying ancestor energy, that can come in different ways. That can come in as someone that you recognize. Yes, I know this person. I knew them well. They've passed now and they're speaking to me from the other side. This could also come in as someone that you know now and who hasn't passed, and it's their higher self speaking to you, because that's also possible. It can also be your own higher self speaking to you in these readings. If you're getting information about the ancestor and it's not really recognizable to you at all, it could still be an ancestor that lived a lifetime quite a while ago that you're not aware of consciously in this lifetime. If the entire reading doesn't resonate for you at all, then I haven't tapped into an ancestor on any level for you. So that's what I have for you guys. We're going to look at the guidance that they have for you now and why. Why now? All right, thanks. Enjoy your readings. Hi Leo, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. We're going to get right into finding out who this ancestor is that wants to give you some guidance. So we're going to start with the Puppy Wisdom Oracle deck, and we're going to go into the Archetype deck, Wild Animal Oracle, and the Good Tarot to kind of pull it out. These have all been quite fascinating and interesting to say the least. Y'all lives are full of characters. At least it seems like some of the biggest characters have been coming through. All right, Leo's ancestor. Okay, something significant about this ancestor, the life that they lived, the emotions that they had. Oh, very playful. You're not a playful ancestor. Determined, actually. They were determined. Determined to be playful. That is hilarious. I think it was somebody who was, okay, so I'm getting someone who, so far, this is the energy that I'm kind of feeling and picking up on. Someone who, you know, always made time for themselves in some way, like to go out and do something fun, or, you know, if something was really serious, let's say they had an argument with a friend, they always tried to make, you know, kind of like light energy around it to get past that. All right, individual is determined to be playful, to introduce playfulness. Let's see what the Archetype deck says. Okay, this ancestor for Leo, this ancestral energy for Leo. Exorcist, a Midas, a miser. Freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold. Delight in sharing life's riches. Again, see, there's something about, I don't want to say that this person didn't work hard. So, okay, I want to see, so far this person feels pretty straight-laced. But we're getting like an interesting characteristic about them. That they would still, like, if they did work really hard to make certain achievements, maybe monetary or even goals for themselves in terms of status or achievement, I really do feel like this person, because like to free yourself and others of destructive impulses. Again, like if you've had some sort of a disagreement with someone or something isn't taken right, it's like, you know, they try to bring light energy into the scenario, into the mix. And definitely if this person, I feel like they may have even had their own business of some sort here, had their own business but they definitely delighted in like sharing life's riches. And maybe they wanted to do that too in like a playful way, like take the family on a vacation, or yeah, or send, you know, if they had parents that were older and retired, say, you know what, here's a trip for you guys on a cruise or something. I don't know. Funny. So this person feels very vanilla compared to everything else that we've had. All right, hero, heroine, and detective. So a passion for a journey of personal empowerment, great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. This is a really solid person. You guys are getting like a really solid person. So I feel like they, you know, they met a lot of obstacles in life and they got through them, they got over them. They never really stopped trying to understand the meaning of life, even when it seemed like life would suddenly change. So, okay, let's keep going. One of the reasons, I don't know if some of you think about, like, I'm not really focusing on the shadows in these, because I'm not seeking guidance from someone's shadow to you, right? So I open, whenever I start a reading, I always just specifically ask for divine love and light, and then that's the only guidance that can come in. So even if you're dealing with an ancestor that has shadow energy, we're not highlighting that, and we're not getting advice to you from that area of them, because their shadow wouldn't be in the higher good of all. So that's why I'm not really looking at that. And that might also be why your ancestors seem like really great for the most part. Be peace. This is the energy of someone who goes kind of unnoticed, but makes a really major impact in every life that they touch, because they take the time to understand the relationship, to surmount any difficulties and alleviate any stresses in that relationships or disagreements. This is a hard worker. This is really, yeah, this is like the unsung hero is who this is. What's at the bottom? Spirit has a plan. Act as if. I guess it's the chameleon energy. So, okay, I feel like there were times when this person was very doubtful and they would act as if, you know, the universe is guiding them and doing stuff. There's probably a lot of things that this person would have liked to have seen unfold differently in their life, but I just feel like there's somebody that was very unshakable. Someone is very unshakable. Although there's something here about not really being sure if there is a big plan here, you know, like act as if spirit has a plan. So this person might have been, and because we're talking about, you know, ancestors that have likely passed, if I want to say a spiritual aspect to this person, you have to kind of not look at it the way spiritualism is explored now, you know, like quite openly and like even very mainstream and even commercialized. It's becoming more and more. So I kind of would gravitate to more like maybe in a religious family, or everybody went to church on Sunday, or temple, or synagogue on Friday, or whatever, or Saturday. What is that? I can't remember. But they definitely went through the motions. This person made an impact, I feel like, because they didn't always really deep down inside believe that spirit really had a plan. If anything, they believed in what they could do. What they could do and what they could add to something, that was the most important impact. This is a very solid, I'm really picturing like the energy of someone who would possibly be like an earth sign, or have like a very major earth element placement in their chart. I kind of want to say too, with, you know, act as if spirit has a plan. All right, everything's going to be okay. Also, just, you know, always trying to kind of push and believe that things will get better or things will be good. And I'll tell you, this person, I really do, like, I'm kind of picturing, I'm picturing like a masculine energy. It could be or it may not be, but it's just at least the archetype of this character is coming through my mind. Somebody who, you know, gets up in the morning, has a very similar breakfast every morning. Like, I want to say there's something about this person's lifestyle that would have been pretty predictable. Like, I feel like a lot of things were in order. I'm really picturing kind of like a 1950s vibe here. 1950s, 1940s. Yeah, 40s, 50s here, where, you know, like, kind of it's the man's duty to have a career here and provide a home, but it's not really coming from that. It's not coming from any sort of stereotypical energy. It's just coming from, I know what strength I have. I know what's important around me, and I know how I can support that, and doing what they could. And often, you know, coming to certain crossroads, obstacles in life, and, you know, everything that they've been taught either in church or through parents or, you know, in some aspect like that, you know, everything works out the way it should. The universe is always, but it's like, I don't know if it does. And I have to be there to do the best that I can. A very steadfast energy that I'm picking up from this ancestor. And I would really describe them as the unsung hero. Because it feels like, so where I was going with this, I picture this person getting up early in the morning, likely having a partner and kids, and, you know, maybe on the way out to work noticing, oh, the chain has come off the kid's bike, you know, going through the garage, and start putting like something on their hands and putting the chain on so the bike is okay when the kids go to school, even though they won't be there for that. And then, you know, driving off to work. And so it's like, see that? Like, nobody knew. Nobody really thought about it, or maybe the kid did. When it happened, they got home and the chain came off the bike, or walked their bike halfway home from school and was like, oh man, this sucks. And it kind of like, you know, like a kid, it just like slips their mind. They just get back in their routine, they get on the bike and they go and think to themselves, oh, you know, like there's something about this of a very unseen, very supportive and unseen support. But it's the thing that causes, I really want to say, the biggest change and impact on the lives around them. Okay, so let's pull tarot in this very interesting energy. This is almost too, I want to say, the kind of, you would picture this person and think they're going to crack one day. They got to crack. Like, you know, this doesn't feel like someone who ever, like, got super mad at the kids, or, you know, like, or just walked out the door and slammed, or, you know, like, you know how, like, feelings of frustration and being tied down to things, or feeling like we don't have a lot of control over our life and our destiny. I'm picking up a bit of that here. There's some points where sometimes people just full on crack, you know, and they just run down the street naked and they never see them again. Or, you know, you've even heard of stories where somebody, the dad or whoever, says, I'm going to go out and get milk, and they never come back. It's like, whoa, what's going on there? Like, what point does someone have to be where they get to that and they just walk out and I got to just keep walking? So I don't get that. Like, this person never did that. It's crazy. And I want to say too, I think it's the solid energy that most people would, again, kind of, it would go unrecognized by people around them because it was always there. You know, they just always had it. They may not have realized what impact or stability this person brought into their life until they had passed. But I'm almost not even getting that. Almost like this person lived a long time and the kids they had were grown and well adapted and kind of looking after themselves. So, you know, by the time this person passed, just feels so unnoticed in this heroism, so unrecognized. But of course, it wouldn't be unrecognized by the universe. And even on deeper level, once everyone does pass and soul family comes together again. Seven of Earth. I told you, very practical. But I love the way he's looking at the fairy. Like, come on. Really? Is that what you're telling me? Because I really feel like I need a proper plan here. There's Three of Water. The Ace of Water. Oh, we're getting something. Oh, the Four of Water. Oh my gosh. What happened here in this person's life? A big change happened in this person's life. This person didn't crack. This person opened up. This person hatched. Remember I was talking about all that energy that felt very like earthly and steadfast? And that's the first card we pulled. And then everything after that was water. And then the King of Air and the Magician. This individual had an epiphany moment at some point in their life. Wow. A major awakening. I didn't pick up on that at all. It's almost hidden. It's, wow, we gotta really look at this. This is interesting. Justice and the Seven of Fire. Look at it, it's like unicorns do exist. It's funny, right? The universe almost proving something to this person. Like unicorns really do exist. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've pulled any clarifiers out for this person is so solidly wrapped up. I also feel like this person would have had such a poker face. Even their own, like even their physical body language would not really give much away. This person felt something at some point in their life that made them believe, I want to say in unicorns, that made them believe in magic. And it made them see something inside themselves that they'd never witnessed before. Okay, because it moves to, goes Three of Water, Ace of Water. And then we kind of fall in line, and what's underneath it is the Four of Water. Under this, the next one that comes in. Under the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Earth. And that's got the feeling of sometimes like kind of like missed opportunity, right? With the Four of Cups. But then it's almost like a very clear mind, knowing exactly what it is that they want, what they seek, who they are, and going to manifest with it. This person had a huge awakening moment in their life. Yeah, let's see this a little bit better. The Seven of Earth. I'm going to clarify every single card here. I really feel like this person deserves it, this ancestor. The Seven of Earth. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's the point where it all started. And it is, right? Like looking at this little pixie, this fairy lake. Seriously, are you? Come on. It kind of feels like, too, it would have been this person's, I'm almost seeing like this is the image of their inner child as they were engaged in something, and something occurred around them, and their inner child becomes observant and triggered. And then once this inner child within them becomes triggered, like their deeper soul, triggered by some sort of event or meeting somebody or something like that, and then the inner child is activated, right? This wheel of fortune, like everything changes at this moment. Everything changes at this moment. And then that's why the Seven of Pentacles is here. It's like, now what do I do? All my plans have changed. This is not how I saw myself moving forward. The Three of Water. Oh, I was going to say, it could have been meeting someone. It could have been meeting someone in a group here with the Three of Cups. I feel like probably, I think some of the most major impacts that happen in any of our lives are through other individuals, as opposed to like a place, or it could be something, but I feel like it's something that happened to them through a person. It could have been even like the feelings of love, like this person felt something. It's almost as if this person always felt a sense of duty and commitment. That's it. A sense of duty and commitment. And then something happened to them and it changed everything moving forward. And these emotions are huge. It's almost like seeing how life could be, like compared to how it is. Almost like this person is participating. And I feel like in an emotional way, or they see themselves, or they realize that they could be, or could have been, participating in this very emotional context, like enjoying the feelings that perhaps they maybe knew that they created in other people's lives. I'm even finding with this, as I'm channeling this, I'm like really slow here and trying to make sure I get the right words out to be understood authentically. And y'all know that's not me. So the Three of Water, right? And the Ten of Cups. This person suddenly felt things they never felt before. The Ace of Water, the Page of Water, the Page of Cups, I'm telling you, like, oh my God, this person was inspired. Ace of Water, okay. So this is like, all right, this is a whole new feeling here. This is growing. This is like, okay, it's as if we look at these cards, it's the three shells and 3 pearls. So there's kind of like the energy of 3 things there. And one of them, they hang on to that. They hang on to that energy. This is something new. So that's why I'm saying, I feel like maybe this person was I don't know, they might have met 3 new people at the same time. You know, maybe they went to a business meeting or something like that. I picture this person doing that. I don't picture them doing like, I don't know. Yeah, it just feels like duty and steadfast. So this person maybe at a business meeting, 3 new people there, or I don't know, something about that. But one in particular, it does something to them. It activates them. It opens something up in them, and they hang on to this feeling. Look at how it's like hanging on to that one pearl. And then when the Page of Cups comes out with it, it feels like this person may have suddenly picked up a new hobby, like felt inspired to paint, to write. It's almost like finding a muse. Now that this person has a muse, and it's inspiring them to feel and create things in a way that they've never have before. And I kind of want to say, with the energy that I felt leading up to this major change, is if they ever had witnessed other people expressing themselves like this, like, I just met someone today, I've never felt like this before, I'm running away to Africa, we're gonna paint rocks with beet water or something. Fucking crazy. What is wrong with people? You know, but then it's almost like when it happens to them. Okay, so that's where it gets interesting, because you get the 8 of Swords and the Three of Wands. It's like this is not attainable, but then it's no. I'm going to find a way to make this happen. I'm going to find a way to make this happen, because with the Eight of Swords, it's like you just can't go there. I don't know why. I'm still kind of getting like the business meeting analogy, and it could be like, okay, so, but that would feel like a very short period of time, where this doesn't. Maybe it was, maybe something happened like just so quickly, but I don't see them, you know, painting pictures in the business meeting. I just kind of, but the business meeting is the analogy of it. So it's like, you obviously can't do anything about this in the business meeting, but I'm going to make sure I can do something about it with the Three of Wands. Because the Four of Water, it feels like the opportunity is missed. But the King of Air and the Magician, this mind could not be more clear about what someone wants to manifest. So the Four of Water, the Four of Cups. Oh, I really wonder what this ancestor is going to guide you in. The Page of Pentacles. There could have been something like, there could have literally been like kids in the way or something like that. Some sort of responsibility here. And now I want to say too, but this is also the feeling of, okay, this is a new path. This person is still trying to like utilize what they know. Okay, I have to be practical. I have to learn along the way. I have to take each step logically, be curious about, you know, open-minded about some sort of emotion here. They're still kind of drawing on a bit of who like they really, really are. But then they get King of Air. Wow, the Empress. What have they found? Maybe this person did like crack open and just like run off with someone. But I don't think they did, because it was like, no, you can't do that. The Magician. The Magician. Oh my gosh. The Sun, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. I don't know where this went for this person, but this honestly is either but why was it off limits? That's the part here that gets me curious. Why was it off limits and felt like at some point it was a missed opportunity? Because I wanted to say maybe this is a new way that they discovered to share emotions with an existing partner. But because the Eight of Swords and the Four of Cups is there, and then they're trying to like retrieve that, I don't think so. I think this person found partnership in someone in a way that they've never found anything in anyone before. And then there's something about inaccessibility to it, but knowing exactly what you want and you're going to manifest it. Your mind could not be more clear about the feelings that you have, the activation that has occurred in you, and the love that flows and courses through your veins. All right then, this is a very interesting ancestor. So I'm going to see what advice they have for you. What guidance does this ancestor have for you? I can almost guess, right? Like, don't forget to feel alive. The Knight of Swords, look at that, it's at the bottom. No hesitation. Okay, so this is the unsung hero that got cracked open. Yeah, the unsung hero that got cracked open by love. I'm going to see what advice this ancestor has for you. What is the advice that this ancestor has for Leo at this time? There's been a bit of a reoccurring theme here, and I'm not surprised by it, in that a lot of the advice has something to do with somehow, you know, not limiting yourself, push beyond your perceived boundaries, don't forget to live, take a bite out of life. You know, it's kind of interesting how, and I think, you know, when people have been interviewed on their deathbeds, and you know, the things that they regret were when they didn't jump at the opportunity, or they didn't try something new, or they, yeah. Okay, so what's this ancestor guiding you? Connection, root connection. Root connection. Angel of mysteries, mercy, and truth. Oh, the angel of truth, the angel of mercy, and the angel of mysteries. Truth and light. I just feel like, okay, truth can be, to have mercy come in after that, it's almost like the truth can be painful. And that could have been something that occurred here. I don't really see that though. I kind of getting to with the determination for playfulness is to really embrace some sort of new feeling that's encompassed them. And mercy and mysteries, your connection. Oh gosh. This is not for everybody, okay? So don't get thrown off if it's not for you, but it's definitely for someone. So I have to say it. This for someone is a partner that has passed. This is a partner that has passed. And this partner may have spent a lot of time at work or may have been, you know, very predictable, and okay, so for who this is, if you have a partner that's passed, this person, if you feel like there were parts of you that they never really understood or truly embraced and loved, oh, they absolutely do. Like in the 5D, do. And I want to say that they would like to connect with you more deeply in that, or they have been trying to. Oh yeah, they absolutely do. And I'm getting this. It's almost like somebody led them home. They were led home. So they were taken out of the 3D and they went back, right? And it did change everything. But immediately as that happened, there's just like all of this emotion, like they could feel it. So, okay, I gotta say that for someone. And if that resonates for you, just kind of continue with that. That your message continues to play out here in whatever way that is. And then for everyone else, we're just going to see this guide, this ancestor does want you to explore and connect with some of the unknown things that are yet to be discovered in your life. So we're going to go into the tarot and see how that, it's actually is connected to some sort of awakening, which makes sense because I feel like that Yesod, this is all part of, this is one of the angelariums that's part of, I think it's the base of the tree of life. So it is like things that you're meant to explore. It is your soul's destiny to find and explore this. The guidance for, what's that? The tower. Wow. The tower. The tower. The Queen of Swords. Ooh, this is very strong. The Queen of Swords. The Hanged One. This guide is calling you to a very massive awakening moment. And I know like a lot of you would have already gone through things like that, but this is big. Okay, the Tower. Justice. Holy crap. The Queen of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Like, don't hesitate. The Hanged One. The Ten of Swords. This is like, right? And then the Ten of Swords is the death of the ego. This is you're being asked, or you're being guided to go towards some sort of mystery or unknown in your life. And you will, when you do this, you will be connecting to an important branch on your tree of life here. And because this is so profound to me that the Ten of Swords is under the Hanged One, the Hanged Man. I mean, it just changes everything. This is what this is. It just changes everything. That's why this ancestor, I don't know if you've ever known this ancestor. Like I said in the beginning, this could be someone that is connected to you, but they didn't live in a lifetime that, you know them, or they're just serving as a guide for you. I don't know, maybe through your whole life. I feel like probably at least significantly now, this ancestor is around you. And this, like with justice, it's just, in the Tower, this is like you and the universe are meant to do this. You're meant to break down. So the Six of Swords, the only one in the underline, like you're being guided to go somewhere and do something that's about mystery and unknown. I'm going to continue. No, I want to use a different deck. I'm going to have to get another one for the extended, a teeny tiny one. Because with these cards, this is like changing everything, doing something very unexpected too in your life. This brings balance. It brings justice to karmic energies around you. It's not hesitating to, once you have disassembled something that you can see clearly, you do not hesitate. And in that lack of hesitation, you are destroying some sort of perception that you have of yourself now, that you have you're doing both, because this is of yourself and then this is of the world around you. So this is a huge awakening moment. The Tower. The Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. This is definitely about changing. Well, there's something here, possibly that it's either breaking down responsibilities that you are connected with and don't want to be, or it's moving towards something here that I want to say with the Seven of Swords, you're going to feel a level of discomfort, especially with the Tower. This could be a part of your personality that really hasn't been seen before. And then in some way, I want to say it's getting ready to expose that, even with the Ten of Swords that comes in at the final end here. The Justice card. The Nine of Swords. The King of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. That's funny because that's the energy that feels like this ancestor. I'm going to say this, for some of you, I feel like this ancestor is coming in as a living person. This person is alive right now. And you're meant to connect with them. That's what this feels like. Like if you've been resonating up to this point, then it's like, oh, I think that's my great Uncle John. That's okay, because energies will shift, and that's why I do these layers, like digging in deeper, so that, because I know there's a lot of people coming in for the reading, but this kind of feels like that. Because this is like justice for literally the energy of what I was picking up over here. I mean, it could be something that, again, if this is somebody that has passed, a partner that you already had that has passed, This person would like to see you, I want to say, change maybe what you're doing. Maybe you're holding back in getting out there. I just want to, this partner that's passed definitely wants you to kind of change how you've been doing things and how you see yourself, so that you can see the world with a whole new set of eyes. Now, what's really funny here is because it also feels like that if you've had any sort of anxieties here about stability, about steadfast energy, it's like that's what the universe wants to bring to you by doing some sort of major change here. Which again, this ancestor energy is very familiar with. So the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Wow, the Three of Swords at the bottom, the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. Watching for communication, juggling resources, taking on more than one project, and heartache. So let's see. The Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. The Tower. The Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands. This is really going in on it. Like, you got some strong Knight energy. The Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords with the Tower and the Five of Wands. This is like breaking down anything that stands in your way and moving forward towards some sort of mystery. Let the universe take you. That's interesting that you get this butterfly here, because that came through in someone else's reading, where the butterfly is like a symbol of something. It's a symbol of something. To follow it, almost. Hi, Larry. Do you want to come say hi to the Leos? You want to say hi? Come and say hi. Come on, Boober. Oh, hello, Larry. Hello. He's so handsome. Yeah? You're so handsome. You're so pretty boy. Aww. You going to look out the window? You going to look out the window? We're having a Larry moment. Yeah. Oh, Lily's on the couch. It's okay, Lily. I love you too. Or she was laying in the sun. She's getting hot. What is Lily doing over there? What's the doggy doing? What's she doing? Okay. We got to do the Hangman and the Ten of Swords. It's almost like everything you thought you knew about yourself, like, kind of falls away. And then everything that you see outside of you completely changes. This is just a huge awakening moment. Hello. Yeah, she lay on those cards. I'm pretty much done with it. I remember what we're fine. Okay. Oh, that's your big baby. That is one big baby. Yeah, you just stretch right there. Okay. The Hanged Man and the Ten of Swords. I feel like this is also the end. It also feels like the end of maybe a period of, I don't know, like you're being asked to really go and do stuff here. So maybe you've been a little bit held back lately. You have the Page of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I do feel like for some of you, there's a soulmate connection here. And the stability that comes in with that. Others of you, this is like have the same experience that this ancestor did. But you're going to build with it differently here. You're going to, so this is the unique thing here. Because I feel like if this is somehow someone that met you, okay, at some point down the road, and you caused an awakening in this person, the awakening that occurred to them are elements that are very strong in you, right? So perhaps you're very watery, you're very emotional, you're very empathic. Why are you kicking those cards? They didn't do you no harm. And So, right? So then they're drenched in all this water energy from you. And then, but they're very earthly. So it's like, have this experience, this sort of, like there's that muse, right? With the Page of Cups, this muse energy. And then the Six of Cups, someone from your past, a soulmate, opening up that inner child, cracking it open. But then it's like you start to receive the energy that they have, that they're very strong with, which is this Knight of Pentacles. So honestly, the biggest advice that there is for you in this reading is to do something. Well, let's look. I want to look at this connection. I'm going to get specific with that, with some clarifiers. And yeah. There. Okay, connection. Are you hanging onto my arm? Oh my God, the Four of Cups and the Death card. This is, I told you, look, the Four of Cups was here. I really do think it is for some of you. For some of you, if it is a partner that's passed, this is like connecting with them again. And they do want to continue to guide you in life here. And they want you to kind of get out and see things a little bit differently. Maybe if you've been in a period of prolonged mourning, they would like you to kind of like realize that we're still connected. I'm with you every day. Don't hold yourself back. Continue to live. And then this one, though, this is like someone from your past to reconnect with that. It could have something to do with work because you have the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles here as well. So I'm going to go do, I don't know, I have to ask why, because that was going to be one of the things that I would pull in the reading. Is like, why now? I think that's kind of obvious in yours. It was like that in someone else's too. But I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to see what the guidance that this ancestor has for you in the future. So like more into the future, what is the guidance that this ancestor is going to have for you? I think I have a comb here. I anticipated that you might come on the table. So I'm going to make the most of this opportunity. That's what I got for you, Leo. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye. Big baby.